All right. Good afternoon, Ottawa. Welcome to the Market Beat, where we update you on the current mortgages, rates, and market reports. We have a special edition of the Ottawa Housing Market Report. We're going to take a look at the past 3 months to give you an idea of what to expect for the last quarter, Q4 for 2021. Now, the reason we're doing it this way is so we can try and predict on what to expect as the fall market is about to begin. Specifically for last month, August, we saw less transactions than the previous months. Obviously, the restrictions were lifted. People were spending time together outside and getting themselves ready for another go at the fall market. So I'm going to pull up the month over month comparison. I've broken it down into the 4 most common types of homes. So we have detached, semi-detached, townhome, and condo. We're going to take a look at days on market and something that a lot of people don't talk about, but which is very, very important. And I'm going to explain to you, it's months of inventory. That's really going to give us a prediction of what to expect. So we're looking at June, July, and August of this year. For detached homes, the average sold price, now remember, average sold price, that means your highs and lows, but it's going to give you a kind of a basic number to get an idea of what to expect, what those prices are. For June, it was about 776,000. Started to go down a little bit. So July was 729 and August was 722. Semi-detached trading around 689, went down to 604 in July. And then in August, we saw 637. So it just went up just a little bit. Your townhome, which I always mention every week, is your our most popular type of home. And that was trading at 605 back in June. In July, it dipped down to about 590. And then in August, we saw an average sold price of 575. For condos, the average sold price in June was 435,000. In July, it was 419. And in August is 407. So let's take a look at now the days on market. So the average days on market means how long did it take for the home to sell? So in June, it was about 12 and a half days. In July, it was about 17 days. And August was 20 days. Now, the reason it increased in days on market is because, like I mentioned earlier, people were taking a little bit of time off during summer. Usually real estate's a little bit quiet in the summer. People are spending time with family. The restrictions being lifted, I mean, it gave everybody a chance to just kind of recuperate, re-energize, and get ready to come back. Now, this is what I wanted to mention for how important it is to understand what months in inventory is. Simply put, months inventory means that if no other home came onto the market today for sale in exactly 1.5 months, there'd be no other homes for sale. This also indicates that it's a very strong seller's market. So in June, it was 1.5. In July was 1.4. And August was 1.3. Now, typically what happens, the lower months of inventory means there are less options for buyers. But if you remember, the number of buyers hasn't decreased. If anything, it's probably increased. So this is kind of a situation where we might get back into a little bit of those bidding wars, a little bit more competition, and buyers might start fighting for those properties. Now, the reason we're saying this is because September, of course, the kids are back to school, the parents are back to work, and everybody's searching online again. And as people are doing that, we expect to see the next wave of buyers, our buyer pool to increase, and that competition to be a little bit more aggressive. So what does that look like for September, for October? Well, like I said, the less months of inventory there are, the more competition there will be. And that, of course, means that the prices will start to increase again. Now, I think that for September, for the first couple of weeks of September and the last couple of weeks of September, is still a great chance to be out shopping. We call it the smart buyers, the ones that are the smart shoppers who are ready to kind of, they want to capitalize on something now and avoid kind of the competition, which is completely fine. But come that last wave for the fall market, so for October, November, December, we expect it to increase significantly. So that was your month over month comparison. Again, if you guys have any questions specifically on a month or a type of property or a specific neighborhood, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to provide you with that information. Until then, join us next week. Erica Vincelli will be back. She's on a well-deserved vacation. Big shout out to her. And we will update you on what's happening in the mortgage world as well. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and talk to you soon.